every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I.
So we want to illustrate how that A-line shirred top is being made. So it's very simple. The first thing we are going to do is to draft the bodies, and from there we carve out what we want. Okay, so I'm just going to mark out a margin at the upper part like this. So this will be the starting point. Then after that, I'm going to mark out at least 5 inches. Yeah, 5 inches or 4 inches is fine. So I'll mark 5 inches. So this 5 inches is serving as the sharing allowance. Okay, you mark it all the way down. You can do more depending on how fitted or how free you want it. So after marking out your 5 inches sharing allowance, the next thing is to draft your body. So I'm going to mark the shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then after that, you also mark your neckline, even though it's not needed here. Just mark your neck width and your neck depth. Then after that, you mark your 1 inch shoulder slant. Mark your 1 inch shoulder slant and you connect the shoulder slant. Then after that, you are going to mark your armhole depth or the chest line. It's called the armhole depth or the chest line. You mark it. Then you are going to connect your armhole like so. Then having done that, you are going to divide your bust circumference by 4. You mark it. Then you add 1 inch sewing allowance. Then after that, you are going to mark 4 inches upward. Okay, so because this is an off shoulder A-line shirred, so you mark 4 inches upward. You add extra ½ inch for the folding allowance at the upper part. Then you are going to connect like so. So you can see that. Then after that, just mark 2 inches downward. That is where the bodies we are drafting is going to stop. Right? Just mark 2 inches downward and you connect. Then you also bring down your measurements, and this is what we have. So you add your ½ inch joining allowance at the armhole, and that is it. You are going to cut it out now. So I'm assuming this is my material. You are going to fold it on a bias shape. So when you fold it, you get your already drafted pattern. This is the folded part of your pattern, and this is the folded part of your material. You are going to place it like this. So you place it like this and you pin it down. And you see that. So when you pin it down, just carve out the armhole and you reduce 4 inches from your tape and you mark your top length. I'm using the top length of 24 inches. And you see that. Mark your top length all the way. Then you also connect it like this. And you see that. Then after that, you are going to cut out. So you can see that when you fold your material at the under is not enough. So all you have to do is just to join the material so that it can be enough. So there is no cause for alarm. So and this is it for the front part. So you can also use this to cut for the back part. You can see this place is shorting. Just get your material and add it. So for the shirring part, just come down by 1 inch from the armhole. That is where the shirring is going to end. So mark ½ inch difference from the one you marked. This is where you are going to share. So the shirring thread, the elastic thread, is going to be at the bobbin case, while the normal thread is going to be at the upper part. So this is where you are going to share all the way. So while sharing, back stitch so it doesn't lose. So use this and cut out for the back, and we are done for the front and the back. The next thing we want to do is to draft out the sleeve. For the sleeve, the first thing you want to do, I'm just going to also mark a margin line. This will serve as the starting point of our drafting. Then the next thing I want to do is to mark 3 inches. 3 inches or 2 inches is fine, so your sleeve is not too loose. So this is 3 inches for the shirring allowance. You can make it 3 inches or 2 inches. So this will be for the shirring allowance of the sleeve. Then the next thing you want to do is to divide your bicep circumference by 2. You mark it like this. Bicep circumference divided by 2 plus extra 1 inch sewing allowance. Then you connect the line like so. Then after that, the next thing you want to do is to get this pattern that you drafted. Just place it like this. Can you see? Just place it like this and mark the same armhole. So once you mark it, the next thing you want to do is to measure the length of your sleeve. So here I'm using the length of 21 inches for the sleeve. I'm going to mark it like so. Then after that, you are going to divide your wrist circumference by 2 plus 1 inch sewing allowance to mark it here. Then after that, you are going to connect it like this. Can you see? So having done that, the next thing you want to do is just to cut out your sleeve. You make sure you add your folding allowance at the down part. So just cut out your sleeve. So don't forget to add your joining allowance at the armhole part. So we have our sleeve just the same way. We are stopping at 1 inch below the armhole while shirring. We are also going to do the same thing at the sleeve. So this is the folded part. Remember, while cutting, you are going to place it on your material, so this side should be on fold. Okay, you already know this. Then the next thing is for you to also mark ½ inch apart. This is where you are going to share. Then the sleeve at the elbow part, it was also shared. You also share like 3 or 4 lines at the middle part of the sleeve. Then at the down part, you also share the down parts. And that is it, guys. So this is how it was done. You share the upper part, stopping 1 inch below the armhole. You share the middle part. You also share the hemming part. Can you see that? So that is it about the illustration of the top we just viewed. Guys, I hope you understand with this explanation I made. So guys, we have come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you understand something in this tutorial, even though we did not draft it like we are drafting for a real dress. We use this little paper to illustrate, but I hope you get the objective of this tutorial. All right guys, if you have any question, don't forget to put it down on the comment section. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst